A fast, easy dollar is the lure of most confidence games. The victims are usually those who can least afford to be taken. And while con artists still use schemes that have been tried many times before, people are still falling for them. This week, reporter Randy Ripplinger and cameraman Phil Beard will introduce you to the cons, the marks, and the scams in a series of reports on easy money. Tonight, the pigeon drop.
Originally, Frederica Douglass said she was innocent of her crime, but apparently testimony from her intended victim, an elderly woman, mounted such a case that the accused changed her plea to guilty halfway through the trial. The victim of the pigeon drop, say police, determines whether the criminal gets caught or goes free.
If the victims do not come forward, why, yes, it's virtually impossible for us to catch them. We have no way of knowing that anybody was ever a victim of a crime.
The problem is some people might not recognize a pigeon drop even if they were the pigeon. Pigeon drop schemes vary in their presentation, but they all have one thing in common. The victim gives the crooks his money, thinking he will get it back, but he never does. What you're about to see is a dramatization of a pigeon drop scheme called the Bank Examiner. It begins on a street like this one. The con man cases out a neighborhood, finding homes where the owners appear to be single and wealthy enough to have savings accounts.
At that time, he can take down addresses, streets, so forth. Go to the library, go through the reverse directory, looks up those house numbers. At that time, it'll tell him these people are names that live in those phone numbers, if they're widowed, what their occupations are.
Once he finds a suitable mark or victim, he places the call.
Hello? Hello, Mrs. Jones?
Yes?
Mrs. Jones, my name is Mr. Mason. I'm with the bank.
Uh-huh.
We seem to have found a teller who may be taking some money from your account. We wonder if we could talk to you about that.
You're kidding. How much?
Well, we're not really sure. We think it could be substantial.
We'd like to send a man by sometime today and take a look at your accounts and so on, see if we can determine exactly what's going on.
Once inside, the bank examiner wants to see the victim's savings or checking records. From that, he gets more information needed to make the sting. Then the con man explains that a teller may have been embezzling from the account, but he has a plan to catch the fictitious thief.
What we need to do then is go down to the bank, have you pull out some money. I will not go into the bank because I am a bank examiner. She might recognize me.
So they'll go down to the bank. They'll say, what you want you to do is go in there, withdraw $500 or $1,000 out of your account. Now, they know what they have in the account from looking at this statement. So this victim goes in, withdraws the money, comes out, hands it to the so-called bank examiner, says, thank you very much, we'll put this back in your account, and possibly maybe we'll put another couple $100 in there for helping us or whatever. And at that time, they both go their ways, and she's $1,000 short, and they're $1,000 richer.
While police catch several real con artists every year, they don't know how many get away simply because after the victim gives the con his money, sometimes he does the crook another favor and is too embarrassed to tell anyone he's been taken.
The bank does not operate this way to begin with. No banks do in this city or any place else that I know. So anybody that would receive a call such as this should call the police.
There are times when you will never see or hear the con artist, but you might give him your credit card, check, or cash anyway. Tomorrow, we'll show you another con game. Randy Ripplinger reporting for Channel 2 News.